Welcome back, my amazing viewers, to your #1 home for real Nollywood stories, Stress Ninja TV. If this is your first time here, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because what I'm about to share with you is the kind of story that keeps the entire Nollywood industry talking. Today's burning question is one that has shaken social media, sparked endless fan debates, and left movie lovers analyzing every scene, every photo, and every interview. The question is simple, but the answer? It's complicated, emotional, and explosive. Is Bryan Okwara the only man who truly matches Sonia Uche's energy? For months now, fans have been obsessed with the on-screen connection between two of Nollywood's most charismatic stars, Sonia Uche and Bryan Okwara. They've worked together on a few projects recently, and from the very first scene they shared, something felt different. It wasn't just acting. It was energy, chemistry, and emotion, so raw that even viewers could feel it through the screen. Sonia Uche has long been admired for her elegance, confidence, and emotional depth. She's one of those actresses who can dominate a scene without even trying. Every word she speaks, every look she gives, it pulls the audience in. But she's also known for being reserved and focused, rarely showing too much of her personal side. Then comes Bryan Okwara, the sophisticated, charming, and composed actor who carries an aura of calm masculinity. Since his Mr. Nigeria days, Bryan has built a reputation as a gentleman with class and confidence. But when he stepped into a movie alongside Sonia Uche, something extraordinary happened. Their first major scene together broke the internet. It wasn't an action sequence or a dramatic argument, it was a quiet, emotional moment where Sonia's character was pouring her heart out while Bryan simply looked at her. The way he watched her, the calm in his eyes, the gentleness in his expression, it was the kind of moment that didn't need dialogue. Viewers could feel the connection. When that clip hit social media, comments exploded almost instantly. One fan wrote, "This isn't acting. This is real energy, the kind you can't fake." Another said, "Bryan understands Sonia's rhythm. He balances her energy perfectly. They look like two souls communicating without words." From that moment, the internet went wild. Hashtags like #Bryan and Sonia and #Perfect Energy Match began trending. Fans started making video edits, comparing their performances with other famous Nollywood pairings. And almost everyone agreed, what Bryan and Sonia have is rare. Many believe that Bryan Okwara is the first male actor who doesn't get overshadowed by Sonia Uche's powerful presence. While most actors struggle to keep up with her emotional intensity, Bryan meets her halfway. He doesn't compete, he complements. He doesn't try to outshine her, he moves in harmony with her. One of the most talked about moments came from a film scene where Sonia's character breaks down in tears after a betrayal. Bryan walks up slowly, looks into her eyes, and gently says, "You deserve better." The silence that followed was more powerful than any line could have been. Fans who watched that scene said it didn't feel like acting. It felt real, painfully real. A comment under that clip read, "I have watched that scene 10 times. You can't fake that kind of connection." Another fan said, "Bryan didn't just comfort her character, he comforted her soul." This is beyond film. As this conversation spread, some fans started comparing the Bryan-Sonia energy to the chemistry she's shared in the past with Maurice Sam, another actor she's been frequently paired with. For years, Sonia and Maurice have been Nollywood's favorite on-screen duo. Their fans call them Samuche and passionately defend their bond. So when Bryan Okwara entered the picture and suddenly became the man everyone was calling Sonia's perfect match, it created a storm. One fan commented, "We love Maurice, but Bryan brings something different. He's calm, mature, and deep. He matches Sonia's energy in a way that feels balanced." Another fired back, "No one replaces Maurice Sam. Sonia and Maurice have a natural spark. Bryan is great, but he's not her real match." Soon, social media was divided into two camps, Team Maurice and Team Bryan. Arguments filled the comment sections of Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Even entertainment blogs started writing headlines like, "Has Bryan Okwara replaced Maurice Sam as Sonia Uche's perfect screen partner?" Sonia herself remained completely silent through it all. Instead, she posted a quote on her Instagram story that read, "Energy recognizes energy." Nothing forced ever flows right. That one simple post sent fans into overdrive. Was she referring to Bryan Okwara? Was she subtly confirming that their energy was something natural and effortless? Bryan didn't help quiet the rumors either. A few days later, he shared a photo from a movie set featuring himself and Sonia in the background, with the caption, "Some people bring peace, others bring passion. A rare few bring both." That post was all it took. Fans flooded the comments, saying things like, "This man is in love," and "This connection is deeper than acting." But whether or not their bond extends beyond the screen, one thing is undeniable: the energy between them is electric. Even Nollywood insiders have noticed it. A producer who worked with both of them reportedly said, "When Bryan and Sonia act together, you don't direct them too much. They already understand the rhythm. It's like watching two hearts beat in sync." Directors are already lining up to feature them in more projects, with rumors of a new romantic series being planned around their chemistry. Some insiders even describe their collaboration as the rebirth of natural acting in Nollywood. And the fans agree. On YouTube, compilations of Bryan and Sonia's movie moments have millions of views. One edit titled, "When Energy Meets Elegance," Sonia Uche and Bryan Okwara has thousands of emotional comments like, "They make me believe in real love," and "I can't explain it, but they belong on the same screen." But what is it about their chemistry that feels so special? It's not just about looks, though both of them are undeniably stunning. It's about emotional balance. Sonia Uche carries fire, Bryan Okwara carries calm. She radiates power and vulnerability, while he exudes control and gentleness. Together, they create harmony. One movie critic put it perfectly: Sonia Uche and Bryan Okwara represent balance, the meeting of grace and composure, emotion and intellect, light and stillness. Fans have noticed the same thing. On X, formerly Twitter, one post that went viral read, "Sonia brings storms, Bryan brings stillness. Together, they create magic." And perhaps that's why so many believe Bryan Okwara is the only man who truly matches Sonia Uche's energy. Most of Sonia's co-stars tend to either fade into the background or turn their scenes into a competition for attention. Bryan doesn't do that. He doesn't try to dominate her space, he enhances it. He allows her light to shine while still maintaining his own. Another fan explained it this way: Bryan doesn't compete with Sonia, he completes the scene. He understands her silence, he matches her intensity, and he lets her emotions breathe. It's that maturity and respect that makes their partnership so fascinating. Even off camera, their professional relationship has a calm and natural ease. Behind-the-scenes clips show them rehearsing lines, laughing quietly, or sharing knowing glances that suggest genuine comfort between them. Nothing exaggerated, nothing staged, just two people who truly respect and understand each other's craft. Bryan once said in an interview, "Working with Sonia Uche is effortless. She gives as much as she receives. You can always trust her to be present in every moment." Sonia, when asked about him during a press event, said, "Bryan has a depth that challenges me. Acting with him feels like a dance, you don't plan it, you just move with the rhythm." Those words added even more fuel to the fire. Fans were convinced they weren't just describing acting, they were describing something deeper. But maybe what the world is seeing is simply two artists who truly understand energy, the give and take that turns acting into magic. Because not every connection is romantic, some are spiritual, creative, and built on respect. Still, that hasn't stopped people from shipping them as Nollywood's next power pair. One fan tweeted, "If energy was love, Bryan and Sonia are already in a relationship." Another wrote, "They don't need to say anything. Their eyes say it all." Even seasoned Nollywood watchers have joined the debate. A longtime critic noted, "Sonia and Bryan are the kind of duo Nollywood needs right now, refined, expressive, and emotionally intelligent. Their connection reminds us that acting isn't just performance, it's communication." And that's true. Their connection communicates volumes without words. When you watch them together, you don't just see two actors performing, you see two energies blending seamlessly. Their timing, their tone, the space they give each other in dialogue, everything feels natural. That kind of chemistry can't be manufactured, it's either there or it isn't. And maybe that's why this question keeps echoing everywhere: is Bryan Okwara the only man who truly matches Sonia Uche's energy? Many fans say yes, and their reasons are simple. He understands her emotional rhythm. He reflects her strength. He respects her presence. And most importantly, he doesn't try to define her, he meets her where she is. One social media user put it beautifully: Sonia Uche is a force, but even forces need balance. Bryan is her balance. As their collaborations continue, one thing is certain: every project they appear in becomes an instant trend. Fans pause their scenes, rewatch them, analyze every look, and fall in love with the magic over and over again. It's almost as if their connection transcends the screen and becomes something everyone can feel, that invisible energy that makes great acting unforgettable. Whether or not they ever become something beyond co-stars, their bond has already left a lasting impression on Nollywood. They've proven that chemistry isn't just about romance, it's about alignment, two people who see, feel, and move in sync. And that's what makes Bryan Okwara truly stand out. He's not just handsome or talented. He's present, intuitive, and emotionally intelligent, the kind of man who doesn't get lost beside a strong woman but instead mirrors her brilliance. So maybe the real answer to that question is yes, Bryan Okwara might just be the only man who truly matches Sonia Uche's energy. Not because of gossip or speculation, but because what they share on screen feels authentic. It's not forced, it's not pretended, it simply flows. And in an industry filled with performances, that kind of natural connection is rare. One final fan comment sums it all up: Sonia and Bryan don't act like they have chemistry, they are chemistry. You can't explain it, you just feel it. So as fans continue to debate and dream, and as new projects bring them together again, one thing is certain: the pairing of Bryan Okwara and Sonia Uche will continue to dominate conversations, inspire admiration, and remind everyone that when the right energies meet, magic is inevitable. Because some partnerships are scripted, but others are simply destined. And right now, the world is watching what destiny looks like, in the form of Sonia Uche and Bryan Okwara. This is Stress Ninja TV, your #1 source for hot, exclusive Nollywood stories. If you love real insights, genuine connections, and untold truths behind the screen, make sure you subscribe right now and join the community that brings you the stories others are afraid to tell. Because here on Stress Ninja TV, we don't just share gist, we bring you the truth behind the stars. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.